everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we should have a fun one on our hands. It's the Lions coming in at 6-6, going up against the Buccaneers coming in at 5-7.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL sends us to the state of Michigan as we are inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Down here at the 28. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Detroit, let's go. 3-19.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
And it's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, don't worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that.
We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
Back to throw is Andrew on 1st and 10. And incomplete to open things up.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Second down following the incompletion. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Andrew off play action. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
But I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And ready for 3rd and 6.
Here we go. No. Check. Patriot. Here we go.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, steel curtains. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
And spins away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Lions will take over. So out now come the Lions. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Back to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. That one goes for 24 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Detroit. Set. 3, 9, 10.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Finding room inside the 40. And now running right through it. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 34 yards there at a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go now.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Set. Green.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. And that time he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Bucs now, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he is knocked down from the side. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue, Detroit! Detroit! Over!
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They'll look to throw here. He sets to fire deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 56 yards.
Today's receivers in the NFL, they're the complete package nowadays. We know they can run, we know they can catch, but they have those big frames now. So oftentimes they just out-physical guys downfield and go up and catch the football. And we saw a big gain as a result on that play.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And Detroit getting set to go now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he takes it across midfield to the 45. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to be met at about the 43. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Here we go. All right, man. Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Back there in that Philly. Here we go. Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Back there in that Philly. Here we go. Now let's go. Green.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step.
Now let's go. Green 39. Gone, gone. Good, good. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Detroit. Detroit.
Andrew off the play fake. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Andrew now to throw on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot. Here we go. 319. 319.
Here's Andrew throwing on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Lions will take over.
Watch it now, Barney.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Gone. Let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
All right, back there in that Philly. Here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They'll set up to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Day. It'll be a gain of 16 and give them a first down as well. Back to throw now on first down. The 20. Going down the middle, and it's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Here we go now.
A handoff as they run the counter play. Powers through him. And now running right through him. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Set. Green 39.
Looking to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Back to throw is Andrew. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
All right, here we go.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now a handoff here to his running back. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. All right, Larry, thank you. A fairly tight game here as we get set to resume play in this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And it looked like he was able to get it back. Yes, he was. So a big return, nearly derailed by a fumble, but they will indeed get it 1st and 10. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this of intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
So much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense have felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Play action. A man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They go play action here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
Detroit!
Andrew off the play fake. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Well, it was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Day. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. So the D-line's going to spread out. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. Third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Now a handoff looking right. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
They'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be a second and long. Andrew now to throw on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And now the ball comes loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
What's tight? Tight ends right. What's tight? Tight ends right. Now let's go. Green, 39.
Back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Watching that, Barney.
They'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
All right, here we go. Green.
Here's Andrew throwing on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Back to throw is Andrew. Off play action. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Detroit!
Now they try the right side here. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll go option to the short side. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
The Bucs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Andrew off the play fake. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run. Read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here come the Lions now. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
They're going to look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Time running out here on the play clock. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Day. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 1st down, Detroit. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
Yeah,
they?
when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. It's a quarterback sneak. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the sneak, not what he was hoping for, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on 3rd down?
And this offense on 3rd down today, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is goes into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Andrew, off play action. Over the middle, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Andrew now, off the play fake. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Clock running. The Bucs trying to go quickly and get set.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now back to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jeff Swain, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they get the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. Fielded just inside the 20. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Day. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3, 9.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. First throw here in overtime. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Ball so close but incomplete. Could have been a big turnover in overtime if he'd held on. Instead, though, it's fourth down. Here comes the Lions punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Now part 1 is done, now part 2. Here's Andrew on first down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. To throw is Andrew, operating from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
Green, watching that body.
got the hookup. It's complete. 13 yards there on the pickup, and the Buccaneers are going to have a first down. How about that, partner? Not only a fourth down conversion in a tie game, a fourth down conversion in overtime in a tie game.
And so many factors go into making that call, and a lot of it is a head coach feeling the rhythm and understanding his team. Sometimes you think, okay, we better get this done right now. We might not have enough left if we let this game extend. Let's go get it, end it, and get a victory.
12 more yards there and another first down.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Steps away to his left. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Let's go! Detroit! Let's go!
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to maneuver. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. He's got the first down inside the 10, and they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Lions have recovered. And my, how the tables have turned. They had a chance inside the red zone, punch that thing in and end it. Now we're going the other way. And it's real easy to just look at them and say, boy, what an error, what a mistake you made. But how about the defense coming up huge? Let's give them a little bit of credit, keeping their team in the game, because if they score a touchdown there, it's game over. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Day. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT. Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light still on for him. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.